Remember, Olamide, you got to give us everything, even while it's still getting done.
Woo!
Yes, indeed. You are welcome. This is Wake Up Nigeria for a Friday edition. But of course, hey, what else are Fridays except that opening into the weekend? And that's why we bring you all the best little bits for the weekend right here. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah. So I just get so finicky about the pillows. I don't know, have you noticed that? I'm always rearranging
I know,
things.
it's the mother in you.
I'm sorry. But hey, I know it's Friday, so everybody's sort of laid back. So I'm trying to make sure that everything is set for you and your loved ones as we go through your screens one more time on a Friday morning.
Yeah, so whether you're grudgingly going to work on that final day for a Friday, if you need an extra push, guess who's going to do that for you? We're your friendly neighborhood TV hosts.
Anchors.
Let's put it that way. Welcome once again to Wake Up Nigeria.
I kind of feel like we're more family than anything else. But hey, this little reminder is to make sure that you boost yourself. Maybe you're going on a commute, you're just getting out of bed. No matter what it is, you are so close to being done with the end of the week.
Absolutely. So coming up, we're going to be letting you know exactly what it is we have for you for a Friday. But we need to let you know and also thank you for watching us on Channel 16 if that's where you're seeing us from on GoTV. If it's 1-to-1 for Star Times, thank you. And of course, if the option is Channel 49 for UHF, you are doing great so far.
You can also stream us live on our website, tvcentertainment.tv, and of course on Facebook at TVC Entertainment.
So download the app if you don't have it, so you can carry us with you wherever you go. Of course, it's absolutely free. You can get it whether it's Android or for iOS.
TVC Entertainment _ on all social media platforms. You catch us right there. Or see our behind-the-scenes shenanigans. That's on Wake Up Nigeria TVCE on Instagram.
Now, let's check up what we have for the show today.
All
Welcome
right.
once again, Friday edition. Although it still seems like a Thursday for me, I couldn't tell you why.
Well, I can.
You can? What,
Yes, I can.
Are we married? Do you know?
So this whole, okay, so there was this post about the TV office wife. Office wife, office husband thing. I saw that post. Did you see that post online?
I did.
You did?
Yes, indeed.
It was really weird.
Now, the first thing that came to my mind, I don't know if it did to you too.
It did.
You?
Yeah, exactly, you.
I'm like, I wonder how many spouses would actually, you know, kind of like
understand
that kind of relationship. Your husband's in the media, so I bet that he would understand that.
Yeah, but you guys went to the same school, so I'm kind of cool.
We're pals,
with that.
in any case.
My issue with that particular post that I saw was the fact that there was so much established in the office working relationship that was oblivious to the wife at home. She kept asking questions like, wait, you guys have a special handshake, you know? you guys have a special, you know?
You drink her coffee from her cup?
Well...
You use her spoon?
No. I don't know. So I just felt really, really up and down about that. But they took the skit a bit further than necessary. Because apparently in the office they had office children. And then I was thinking, okay, office children sort of equate to interns that you know, asked to get things done for you during the work week. But then you also have mentors and office moms and dads as well that you look up to. So it kind of works out. Working in a particular place where it feels like family, it does begin to get a little intimate. Yeah.
So I actually do understand all of that. Maybe not the moms and dad bit.
Well, like, I feel like there's some people in the office we call our daddies and our mommies.
Perhaps. But it's just an interesting dynamic, and it just goes to show that no matter what community, you will always have that kind of a dynamic inside of it, whether it's an office or wherever it is.
Wherever
it's a unique thing. It's interesting, but just don't take it too far. We're not encouraging any office affairs here, please.
But the issue for me is they call me Mother Hen.
But you are.
No.
In any case, this is Seun welcome to you once again for a Friday edition. Oh, we forgot something. Titi, it's...
Game day. It is, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, it's Friday, game day. Hopefully the weather holds.
Yes, indeed.
Hello and good morning. It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Onyison. Thank you for joining us. Let's keep you updated on the development in Plateau State, where the police command says 9 suspects have been arrested in connection with fresh attacks in the communities. They were accused of causing the deaths and destruction of property in Mangu Council area in Plateau State. TVC correspondent Funom Joshua reports.
The police authorities confirmed the development while parading the suspects before journalists in Jos, the Plateau State capital. These are the men accused of carrying out deadly attacks on Tuesday. According to local reports, dozens of people have been killed since the escalation of renewed hostilities in the Plateau State. The 24-hour curfew imposed on Mangu Council area by the Governor Caleb Mutfon could not prevent the large scale of violence that caused an unrest in the communities. These are some of those arrested for their involvement in Tuesday's attacks and killings in some rural communities and towns in the state.
The command is grateful to inform you that the situation as of today is under control, and so far 9 suspects, which you will see just now, have been arrested.
Another 8 suspects believed to have carried out the Christmas Eve killings in Bokos were also paraded.
The suspects here are the suspects from the 23rd, 24th December incident. Over 10 corpses have been recovered from various locations.
The police also displayed some weapons recovered from the suspects. The 24-hour curfew imposed by the state government has not been lifted, and there is still fear and uncertainty in communities as many more residents flee to safety. The security operatives here in Plateau State are calling on residents to help them with useful information to rid the state away from the activities of criminals and their sponsors. Funam Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
And outside Nigeria, Donald Trump is testifying at a New York court as part of his defense in a defamation case brought by fashion writer E. Jean Carroll. A judge has already ruled Trump's statements were defamatory, and the jury's job now is to decide how much Trump must pay in damages. Just before taking the stand, Trump was heard saying, "I never met this woman," and was told off by the judge for interrupting proceedings. A jury in a previous civil fraud trial found Carroll was sexually abused by Trump in the 1990s. But this case is about comments he made about her in 2019. Carroll seeks $10 million, saying the comments harmed her reputation and unleashed a torrent of death threats. Trump denies any wrongdoing in the case, and the case is one of several legal issues unfolding against Trump while he campaigns for the Republican presidential nomination. No cameras were allowed inside the courtroom in New York. Amazing, amazing, amazing feeling being in the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen on a Friday with our chef. How you doing?
That's good.
So she's known as Chef IGC.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so why do they call you Chef IGC? Let me know.
That's my name, actually.
Okay.
I love it. I had to put them together because I don't want to be like chef or whatever cuisine, something, cook, or whatever. I just want to bear my name.
All right, all right. So IGC means?
Igwe Glory Chine.
Igwe Glory Chine. Amazing. It's great to have you in the kitchen.
Thank you.
All right, so you came prepared, Mama. You came ready to throw down in this kitchen.
I know.
And, well, I can see you having like a really nice special packaging here.
Yeah.
This is IGC raw food, stockfish.
Yes.
So you actually sell it like this?
Yes, I do.
Interesting. Wow. Okay, so what else do you sell? What else do you sell?
Aside being a chef,
okay,
I'm into food packing, raw food, food hubs. You know, pack food for people who, you know, you don't want to stress yourself.
Okay.
You just want something simple. You want me to do the work for you.
All right.
Then you just tell me what you want and I'll give it to you. I pack different kind of food. Stocks, beef, dried, chicken and all.
So this stockfish now, you've cooked it?
Yes.
And you've, you know, seasoned it?
Yes.
Okay, and then you just pack it in this and freeze. Interesting. All right, fantastic. Now this is, let's go over the ingredients that we have here. This is
pepper mix.
What's in that mix?
Here we have pepper. We have pepper, tomato. We have ginger, garlic, onion, and a little of crayfish just to make it, you know, taste.
Nice, nice, nice. And it looks very smooth, well blended. And I'm not getting that overheated feeling when I opened it. I was a bit worried when I opened it. I was going to cover my eyes, but it's really already looking great. You've boiled it down?
Yes.
How long did you boil it down for?
For about 40 minutes.
40 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, so that is
Get it
well
dried,
cooked.
yes.
Fantastic. Now let's talk spices now.
Okay.
You also package your own spices. What spice is this? Can you tell me?
I have, this is actually a special mixed spice.
Okay.
I have a lot of stuffs inside.
Okay.
More of local stuffs because I'm going to be making a local dish now. So I have Cameroon pepper here. I have crayfish.
And this is how you pack it, yes?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like
So this is the crayfish that's here.
This is the crayfish.
And it's in these really cute zippy bags. Nice. Okay, so that's the crayfish right there.
Yeah.
You do the blended one as well?
Yes, I do, of course.
Interesting. All right. I can see palm oil here.
Yes,
I can see vegetable oil. Now, what leaf is this?
This is a curry leaf.
Curry.
Curry leaf with saint leaf
Okay, okay.
together.
All right, yeah, it does look very familiar. Actually, grow curry leaves in my compound now.
Oh, really? It's
But I
very
want to
nice,
see how
actually.
you are going to use it. I want to see
Okay.
how you're going to use yours. Now, this rice, Unko, do you also sell rice like this?
I sell rice in bags.
Wow, you're not carrying last. What are we making today?
Okay, we're making village rice.
Village rice. First thing we need to do then, I guess, is deal with the rice.
Rice, yes.
All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. This rice, I know, is quite a bit of rice. It looks like about three or four cups of rice in there.
This is 6 cups.
Really?
Yeah.
Not my eyes?
Your eyes.
Okay, so the container is actually quite deep. It's a lot deeper than I thought.
Yes.
We already have water standing by. You want to get to it on
Yes,
that?
please.
Now, the protein, as you're doing that, the protein that we're working with here is stockfish.
We
also
have a lot. We have stockfish.
Yeah.
We have pomo. We have dry fish. We have smoked fish.
Okay.
We have a lot
this
of fish. We
shaki
have
in there?
shaki.
Oh.
We have beef.
Beef is in there too?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like we're going to have to separate all these obstacles or later. We'll
separate
all
them.
Yes, so
Okay.
6 cups of rice gone in. Now this container is sweeting me. It's really, I love it. And it seals all the way. Nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, it's a woman thing. Containers have to be on point.
Very,
They
very.
have to be sealed. It has to seal the freshness in.
I tell you.
Are we adding anything to the rice
No,
yet?
let's just allow our rice to boil a
right.
little, then we
No.
can wash it.
No wahala. So the next thing we're going to work with while we go for a break is what? What are we going to do next?
We're going to differentiate the stuffs.
All the
differently.
proteins.
Yes, all the proteins.
All right.
Then we slice our onion so that we can fry it immediately after boiling the rice, and we go to
All right.
It's
All right. No wahala. I really am so interested in how this village rice is going to turn out. Now, if you have some of these ingredients at home lying around in your fridge, hey, you might want to bring them out and try yours as well. You might want to prepare it for the kids before they get to school, or maybe for your significant other as they go to work. You never know. Village rice coming right up with Chef IGC. We're taking a quick break. Stay with us. Chef IGC and TITI in the kitchen. Village rice coming right up. Okay, so we are separating these
differentiate,
proteins. Okay, so you've already cut these specifically for a particular meal.
everything. And I have it like this.
You sell it
It's
like
available, yes. I sell it like
this?
this.
Yeah. So I'm very curious.
Just to make life easy.
But this making life easy, will it make my pocket feel easy as well?
Of course. That's why we're making life easy.
Feels like a lot of work has been put into this because I'm seeing shaki, panla.
We have a lot
beef.
in here. I just have to differentiate it so that we can see. We have a lot in here.
Okay. So
Alright.
now let's talk about this fish.
Okay. So we have 2 different types of fish here.
Okay.
We have the smoked fish.
Okay.
And then
Smoked
we
fish.
have the dry fish.
Ooh, okay.
That's
Okay.
stock, yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
this dry fish is the type that's been smoked, yes?
Yes.
The smoked one.
A lot of people call it abori.
Oh.
Something like
Interesting. Interesting. All right. I love how soft it feels because I'm always worried about whenever you have dry fish, it takes a long time to cook for some people.
Everything. That's why you have me.
That's why I have you, Abby. Yeah, okay. This our conversation has to go further than this show, sure you know. But what happens right now? What do we do right now?
Right now, our rice.
Okay.
We're focused on the rice because everything has been prepped down.
Yeah, yeah.
So we just want our rice to get boiled so that we can wash it. Then we'll slice our onion
All
right now.
Okay, so let's do the onions. You've been separating these proteins, and I wanted you to stop so that I can continue.
Okay.
Continue with your onions.
Thank you.
Yeah, I always like to see how our chefs manage their onions and their veggies.
Really?
And yeah, so you're going to fry that in some oil, I believe, right?
Of course.
All right, fantastic. The fact that you also package your oil is really interesting.
Yes.
I have to say, because it seems like it's one pot of soup you've prepared.
Yes, already.
And packaged into pieces. So you know that this whole bottle is
going for
each
exactly.
pot. Okay. I'm going to resist trying to chew on this fish and help you separate the fish pieces here. But it must be a lot of work doing this. You have a team that you're working with?
Yes, I do.
So like a lot of people must be doing all this separating. What about saucing these ingredients? Where do you sauce them from?
I sauce them myself. A mixture of different spices gives me my own products.
No, I mean actually where you procure them. Where do you get? Which markets do you go to?
Oh, I have a lot of, you know, as a business person, you do not have one particular place where you get your stuffs.
Okay.
You have to, you know, have a lot different to know how.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Okay. No wahala. A lot of people are very particular about where they get their ingredients these days. And but as long as they trust that yours are always going to be top quality, then they will definitely relax. All right, so our onion is diced down now. What happens with this onion at this point?
We are going to fry it.
All right, let me put the heat on for you there.
Yeah.
The pan is also warming up. Once again, we have a list of ingredients you could try working with. Now let's start from the pepper mix. Really interesting pepper mix here. Tomatoes, scotch bonnet, rodo, tasache, ginger in there as well. Garlic in there as well. Nice, finely blended. We also have pomo, shaki. We have beef. We have some dry stock fish. We have the round type too. We also have I missed anything out? Crayfish. We didn't actually mention the salt. We have both salt and stock cubes here as well. All right, at this point, you have your own vegetable oil. We're going to fry down the onions just a bit, just to blanch them just a little. And meanwhile, we're going to be finding out what it's like to be Miss Nigeria in the diaspora. It's all yours.
Can you make some noise down the stage in the house? Your winner for tonight is no other person but the one and only, our first queen, and
It's your queen, Miss Diaspora Nigeria USA. We're still here at the photo shoot. Now I'm in my Edo outfit, the winning outfit. So we're so excited to be here and we're just enjoying the time here.
Yes, indeed, Miss Nigeria Diaspora there, a day for Brittany Ahuele. And guess what? She is here with us inside of the studio. She is a very passionate person and passionate about providing a platform for young women to showcase their talent, skills, and also their accomplishments. I mean, you are quite a vision, let me put it first of all that way. And it's great to see you here in your glory and your crown. Welcome. How are you, Brittany?
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. You honor us, actually. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, we saw the clips from you at the event, Miss Diaspora US. And first off, when I heard of Miss Nigeria Diaspora, rather, first off, when I saw that, I was like, did that happen here in Nigeria? Or where exactly did it happen? But you were clear about it. So where did that happen?
Yeah, so the pageant took place in August in Chicago. Okay. So Nigerian women who are living in the States came all across the country to come compete down in Chicago. And really we were just there to showcase our talent, showcase our different tribes, our beauty, build the community. Well, personally, I am from Edo State.
Ah, nice.
But I love to call myself a Nigerian melting pot because, yes, we claim where our father's from. My dad's Ishan in Epoma village, but my mom's also Delta Igbo.
Nice.
So I like to think of, myself as a Nigerian melting pot and, a lot of times we have all these different tribes, which tribe is better, but I think personally we're all great, we're all Nigerian.
I'm going to talk about your endeavors in just a bit, but have you been to Ekpoma?
Epoma, I haven't been yet, but I started with my mom's village. I went to my mom's village as a child, so back and forth, but my next goal, my next trip is definitely going to be to Edo State.
Well, now that you're a queen, you should visit and you should bring your efforts there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let's talk about your efforts. So every beauty queen, after they win, always has a project that they'd be going into, and you've got one as well, and yours is focused on children and women. Now, do tell us about that, please.
So realistically, growing up, I had a trip to Nigeria, like where, I came with my mother and, I got really sick from malaria. I came back to the States. I was already infected. It was severe. And, the American doctors really didn't even know how to treat me. They didn't really have the proper medications to, help me. And, my parents were so worried. They thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die. I was blessed enough to have my uncle who, trained in medicine in Nigeria, who got me the right medication I needed to save my life. So it made me think about, why I did this pageant. It made me think about the kids in Nigeria, who are either suffering from, not access to healthcare, who are suffering from maybe not access to going to school, and they're working on the streets. So one of the projects I have is that I'm partnered up with a special foundation. 2 weeks ago, I visited a school in Akota, the New Liberty School.
Nice.
And I also went to another school in Makoko, Roy Deck Academy. And I was just there, really. I did book readings. I brought a whole bunch of toys. We gave out school supplies. And it was really just to, inspire them, to let them know that, I'm happy that you're here, but education's the key to breaking out of, whatever situation they are in and empowering our leaders tomorrow, today.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So most of your efforts are here in Nigeria, are they? What about the kids, the diasporan kids outside of Nigeria? Are they also impacted as well?
Yeah, so, the goal is, as diaspora, Miss Diaspora Nigeria USA, is to, represent our people abroad and back home. So one of the projects we have, with the Miss Diaspora Nigeria USA office, is that we're working with immigrants, children, and adults that are in Chicago, where we did a food drive, a toy drive, and because there's a lot of things that is happening with the kids and people where there's all these laws and whatnot, but our goal was to just to help them and during the holidays. So that's something we had going on,
So you're a resident in Chicago, am I correct?
I'm a resident of New York. I'm
New
from
York.
Yes.
Okay. But the event happened in Chicago?
Yeah, the event happened in Chicago. Yeah, but we fundraised money for that and all that.
Yeah.
So it was
now
great.
you're here in Nigeria. Is this a visit, or are you going to be resident here now that you're Miss Diaspora Nigeria US?
So I've been going through the, ringer. I officially have my NIN.
Oh,
and
congratulations.
Thank you. I have my Nigerian passport. I had that since I was young.
Okay.
But my heart belongs here. Every time I have a visit here, it strengthens my identity and my familiarity to
that
my
word
culture.
is a big word.
Yeah.
Don't drop the crown.
No, we can't. See, sometimes your crown can fall, but we always get back up.
Yes, indeed.
But so realistically, I even extended my trip here because I'm just so happy to be here, and there's so much things I want to do and continue to do.
What's going to christen you as a definite Nigerian is if you can use the public transport system from one end of Lagos to the other unaided. Have you thought about that?
I think I should.
Maybe you should do it.
I'm very adventurous.
Show everybody, hey, I'm in Africa,
Yes.
I'm in Nigeria. This is why I became queen.
Yeah.
But when you see, if you've been around Lagos, if you see, you've seen what children and women, how they thrive in the city, what comes to your mind as someone who is in your position? In addition to all of what you're doing to try and help impact their lives, what could be the one thing that you could say, okay, I can do right now for these people?
Yeah, so when I think about that, I just think about inspiring. I just think about, with this platform, I think about meeting people in, powerful positions
Nice.
where we can just advocate for, advocate for the children, advocate for the youth, advocate for women, because at the end of the day, it's us. It's us that this country depends on it. Us, that the kids, the people in the diaspora, that we need to be back home and we need to help. A lot of people just go, they come to like Nigeria and like, oh, Dati December, but I think it's important to give back. I think it's important to be here. And like, I'm advocating for tourism. I'm advocating for, investments, working on our business, because, that's what's so important.
Speaking of the influential people, have you had any assistance from people in governance here in Nigeria for your projects?
So I'm actually part of NIDO in New York, so Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. I have met with Abike, so like all of that has, assisted me. So I'm really working on something special that I will release later on. But like, I've met a lot of people. I even went to the General Consulate of Netherlands, where I was able to meet like some Nigerians in different positions and talk to them about my plans and what I want, and like Nigerians in the Lagos government diaspora.
Nice.
So like there's a lot of people I've met and I've been networking a lot. So that's what's really important, like me holding those connections and sharing my projects and how we can move forward.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of women out there who are watching and who are inspired by your work and all. But lastly, I'd like you to tell them something encouraging. However, here's the kicker. I'd like you to do it in Pidgin English. And that's your camera. Please tell them how to keep their head up.
No matter what
And Pidgin English now, Brittany.
I beg now. You want me to try small?
Okay, go ahead.
No matter where you come from, no matter what you've been through, at the end of the day, you can change your story. You can inspire others. You can leave. You are not who you are from yesterday. You can be someone greater tomorrow. And like I'm that little girl who wasn't always who I am today. And now that I'm here, I know that like at the end of the day, what matters most is that you love and you really embrace yourself and believe in yourself that you can do anything.
Well, not quite Pidgin English, but thank you very much. It's great to have you here. You are so beautiful, by the way.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And thank you for sticking around. Let's do a very short break now. We'll be back after, well, perhaps to start an entirely new hour for Wake Up Nigeria. Don't go anywhere. Just checking if our pillows are straight.
Really?
Right.
You guys know, Mike and Mazino have this way, they just mess up all the pillows. And because I'm the only lady on set today,
thank you very much, Mom.
Responsible.
Welcome to the second hour here for Wake Up Nigeria for a Friday edition. Remember now, this is where you come to when you want to start your weekday, but then again, kick off the weekend.
Yes, indeed. And you can, of course, stream this show live. We know you need to move around for the final day of the week. Just visit tvcentertainment.tv. That's our website, or facebook.com/TVC Connect. And, of course, all those comments keep on going on social media as well.
Thank you very much for using the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Yeah. There's so much inside the final hour here for a Friday, and we're hoping that you guys stick around up until the very end. By the way, the kitchen,
smells good.
smelling real good, like an African kitchen, actually.
Yeah.
So, yes, indeed, he's sort of like, he is not sort of, an ambassador for Africans in the diaspora, and we have a very interesting conversation with him, talking about bridging the gap with everybody who's out there and also bringing them back home. Let's call it a repatriation of sorts, and the mechanism and apparatus that help that process. It's
okay, so that was a lot of big words. I just love his movies and his comedy. He's a great guy, and we can't wait to see him. We have coming up after the weather, some birthday shout-outs.
And now we're ready for another very interesting conversation here. I have with me two very special, interesting guests from the Secretary-General Africa Union's 6th Region Global. I'll be explaining that in a bit. Dr. Macaulay Kalu and, of course, Madeline James, accredited ambassador of Africa Union's 6th Region Global to the East Africa community, based in the United Republic of Tanzania. And I've had a very interesting conversation with her from before. You are welcome, lady and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. First off, 6th region is something I'm not used to. I know about 5 regions. But here you guys are telling about a 6th region. So let me go ladies first. If you'd help us explain that, Madeline.
So basically, most people don't get it when we say 6th region. But most people know about the 5 region. And one will tell you the East Africa, the Northwest. And these are the 5 regions ahead. They will all be in a comparison of states. So like in Tanzania, we have East African Community, whereby we have 8 countries involved. So in May, the AU, which actually also the ECOWAS, COMESA, also the wings and the AU, thought of there's this large community of people out there, and thought, because whenever we talk about diasporas, people think of bilateral diasporas. So the 6th region has African descents, Friends of Africa. When you say Friends of Africa, they're people who are not Africans, but they have the passion and love for Africa. They support Africa in many ways. Then we have the diasporas, Nigerian, somebody holding a passport from Nigeria, but also a citizen of Nigeria, of US and all that. So those are the diaspora on that.
Interesting, very interesting. So what are you guys doing currently? I used the word from before, but I'm going to let you explain that. My word was, is it a repatriation of sorts? But Dr. Kalu, do explain what your efforts are here currently.
Well, there's a lot of things that we're doing. Well, once again, thanks for having us, the show. Just as was mentioned, the diaspora is all people of African descent. So you talk about the African Americans and the Caribbeans and the Afro-Brazilians and the Afro-Latinos. And, you know, we call them the historic diasporans, you know, based on the transatlantic slavery that happened over 400 years ago. And these are our brothers and sisters. They've been, you know, gone for several generations. So now the African Union in May 25th, 2012 established the 6th region, you know, now giving opportunity for us to become part of the governance system of the African Union. Every time we hear about the diaspora, it's more about the remittances. Everybody talks about the remittance, but there's a lot of more things that the diaspora are doing. From medical, you know, support to infrastructure development to so many other things that we're doing. But this time, you know, this year marks the 10th year anniversary for the United Nations declaring the Decade of People of African Descent. And that is to connect back to the motherland and to support, you know, the issue of social justice situations, racial issues going on globally. And, you know, Ghana took advantage of that and established what they call the Year of Return. The Year of Return actually marked the 400 years of the transatlantic slavery. And so there are a lot of people of African descent who have really been looking forward to connecting back to the motherland.
There you go.
And so this is what we are looking forward to having Nigeria do as well. What a lot of people don't know is that a lot of people in the diaspora of African descent, a lot of them that have done their DNA, over 80% of them find out that they are more Nigerian than anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
And so we think that it will help a lot. Ghana saw a lot of benefit from the aspect of foreign direct investment. And so we're doing what we can to also encourage diasporans to really connect back to the model.
Now, Madeline, what effect would this reconnection have on both those who are in the diaspora and also Nigeria here?
Let's speak of, when you speak of African 6th region, it connects the continent, right? And right now we have the so-called, I think you're aware of the Agenda 2063. So when we speak of Agenda 2063 and the multiplier effect of everything, because as African continent, there's a lot in the Agenda 2063, and all we need is everyone to play a part for Mother Africa. So look at it this way. We have one of the projects which is Smart City that diasporas are to do in Nigeria.
It's called Smart City?
Yes.
Okay, what's it about?
His Excellency is going to explain much.
I'm going to come back to you on that one.
Yeah.
Go on.
So look at it this way, whereby if diasporas are going to invest and there are somebody from a village, I've heard of Oyo State, somebody's going to be employed there. So diaspora automatically are going to create employments for these people. So when we talk of contribution back to the continent, so these people have been doing a lot down there. Outside. They want to give back to the community. So one thing I'd like to add up, you know, I know Nigeria, you do dual citizenship, but other countries, maybe like my country, whenever we speak of diaspora, the first thing people think of is bilateral. So it's high time. We're trying to create this notion that when you speak of diaspora, it's beyond the dual citizenship stuff. There are these people who they want to be part of it, because if you look at why the AU created the sixth region, the issue was to connect these people, to bring back, to sort of, we have lawyers, we have doctors out there, and every time this thing happened, during COVID, there are a lot of people who came in, but if you check on where they're from, they're not Americans by origin, but they're either from Tanzania or Kenya or Nigeria, but they came in to give some assistance. Sir,
I would like to get back to the Smart City real quick because we're almost out of time. And if there are any other programs like that that would be to our interest here in Africa.
Well, there's quite a lot of projects that we're working on, and one of it, just has been mentioned, is the Diaspora Smart City, as well as the Industrial Park. So the global diaspora have decided, as a way of re-engaging the continent, is to do something that will create more jobs and also give opportunities for the diasporans who want to retire, because so many times we don't sell ourselves very well from the continent.
Also, there's the opportunity for them to retire
into
Africa. In that Nigeria.
You know, yes, because, for so many from North America, you hear about Florida. People always want to go to Florida because of the weather and all that, or go to the Caribbean islands. But Africa is a golden opportunity for them to do that.
Right. So we're out of time, but real quick, how can we take advantage as individuals who are watching now, who want to be a part of this process? Real quick, how can we take advantage? What do we need to do? Where do we need to go?
Some of the things we're doing is, of course, we have our website, au6r.org.
au6r.
.org. Another key thing is that we want to understand what people are doing, because people say, oh, diasporas come and invest, establish business, but who? We need to know who to trust to be able to do that. So we're trying to identify businesses and things like that so that we could create that business partnership and also support businesses that we can take to the diaspora as well. Because a lot of people are doing so well, but they are not thinking globally. So we want them to also think globally so that we can connect them from the diaspora perspective also to what they are doing here. So we just want to create that linkage, to make sure that there is a support system, whether from the diaspora to the continent, from here, the other way around.
Nice, interesting. So that's au6r.org.
Yeah.
So if you want more information about the efforts here, it's au6r.org.
And our Instagram is au6rg, so
that's
for those who want to follow us.
I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to flood that Instagram handle, or even besides checking for all the information that you have given. Madeline, thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you
and
so
of course,
much.
Dr. Kalu, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We'll be looking forward to seeing more from the diaspora. And thank you for being an ambassador.
Thank you so much.
Now, do stay tuned. Let's take a short break here for Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be back with more.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. And we've got, well, she is now, I'll say Mommy Gio, well, at some point. But actress, entrepreneur, Seun Osigbesan. I pronounced it well, did I?
Yes,
I tried.
You tried.
It is great to have you. You are welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's been a long while we saw you on our screens. I know you've addressed it before, you've spoken about it and all of that. But moving forward now, after that project, have you done anything, or are you planning to do anything in the movie scene or and all of that?
Oh, yes, I've done two.
Okay.
Yeah, one series and the other was a movie. Yeah.
But now you are into full-time ministry.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. How did it so happen that you got into full-time ministry? Let's talk about all of that.
Well, I've always known, since I've been on the show, I've always known that there will be a time that I'll have to leave, and join my husband fully and all. Yeah, because I've known that even right when I got married. Yeah, so I know that there will be a time. So I was just waiting for the time. And when time was up for me on the show, I moved. Yes.
Now, being a full-time minister and all of that, does it affect, it will definitely affect the kind of roles or things you want to do as an actor or as an actress. What are the boundaries that you can't cross because of what you do?
Well, okay, so I get questions like, oh, can you kiss in a movie, being a pastor's wife, this one and that? And I'm like, it's your job, oh. It's your job you are doing, actually.
just professional. It's, if it is in the script, you're doing it. So far, emotions are not, you know, strings are not attached.
So you can do it?
Oh, no, I'm
okay,
just...
Yeah, come here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so professionally, you're just doing your job. That's it. But the thing is, for someone like me, yeah, there is a height that God takes you to, that there's some things that you actually don't need them. Yes, they're like weights, you know, so you have moved up to a level, you know, in your walk with Christ. So you actually don't need, you know, there are some roles that you don't need, you know, to play just to, you know, prove a point that you're being professional and all of that. So for me, I think I've moved up there. So I don't think I actually
you can't do that.
Yeah.
So now this is something to a number of actors and actresses coming up who have this kind of thing whereby they are faith, things that they believe in, and then when they have to go on all that, how can they balance it? So the young ones coming up who might not be as mature as you and who might not understand what it takes, how can they balance where they are in situations where, you know, there's some times where, okay, maybe I've had it where people were told that they got maybe they got a script and they were not told they were going to do this, but then in the middle of it, they were now had to be forced to do things like that, and then that they feel it's at variance with their faith. How do they, you know, manage such situations?
Okay, before you got the job, you saw the scripts, you read through. Okay, so I think you should have done your due diligence before taking up a role.
What if it's like a series that is
what
going?
It entails, know what you're going to do. You can't get on set without knowing what you're expected to do. Okay, so you're expected to talk to your director, your producer, you know, your scriptwriter, if you can, you know, especially your director, about, talk about the role, talk about the character, talk about what he expects of you. You know, so those are the things that you have in mind, and then you get on set and then, you know, interpret it. So if you cannot go on set and be naive and say that, this caught me unawares. No, nothing can catch you unawares on set concerning your role.
It should catch you.
Exactly. Nothing. It should not. Nothing should catch you unawares. So it's unprofessional for something to just catch you unawares. I didn't know I was going to do this. You people did not tell me that. No. You're being unprofessional. Okay. Have you read the script? So if it is, when you read the script, if it's something you can do, why not? Because this thing has to do with conscience. It has to do with personal.
So you're saying that there are no, it's not black or white.
No. You know, I've told you that if you get on set as a Christian and you're expected to do this and you took up the job, then do it. If you feel you can, because you're being professional. Okay, I've told you that before.
Definitely.
It is your work. Do your job. That's it.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, we are in a generation where people get to ask questions. This is to you as a minister. There's been so many people who have been talking about where you offer service in the house of God, and then people talk about, do you get paid? You know, for instance, if you were to, you know, get the services of an electrician, you pay the person to do the job, but then you have somebody who's maybe serving in the house, an instrumentalist, someone in the choir, and all of. And that debate has been going around. Should you be paid for serving in the house of God, as it were, since your service normally, if you are a Christian, should be free? What are your thoughts on that?
Of course, yes, people should get paid. Yes, for me, if they are not church members and you need, you need someone to do this for the church and you want to get the professional, then they deserve to be paid. You can't say because it is church, let's just do it for God. I do it for God now. No. It's more like an organization, okay? You need someone's services and you get the professional. Pay them. But if you know that you cannot pay, manage the church members that you have. Manage them, let them do it, and take it like that. But if you want a professional, please pay them.
What would you have out there for fans who would love to see you more on screen? Do you have any projects coming up quite soon? Is there anything that they can watch out for? Or do you want to see they should just come to church? What? what do you have for them there, for your fans? What people have missed you? Because quite a number of people have missed you. And
I get that a lot
where can
on
we
IG.
see you next? Or just let it, or should we just come to church and say, okay, let's say, Mommy Gio, this is where it is.
For now, I can't say, but one thing I know is that I'm coming back into the industry.
Okay.
Yes. But for now, I can't say.
So we should just keep tabs and ensure that we can.
Exactly. But I am coming back into the.
Definitely, we missed you. You're quite very good at what you do. I'm looking forward to what you have next. I hope you're not. Are you fasting this month? Are you fasting?
No, I'm not.
You're not. Okay, because we have breakfast for you. I know it's January time. There's a lot of fasting going on and all of that.
Yeah.
But we have something for you.
We're done with our fasting.
You're done with that,
yes.
All right. Okay. So, all right. Let's take her to the kitchen. Let's.
Alrighty then, it's been a fantastic Friday on Wake Up Nigeria.
Indeed, it has.
And Chef IGC has done it.
Is this what we've been smelling? Can you smell what she's been cooking?
Yes, indeed. So what do you call this, Chef? What do you call it?
This is village rice.
Village
Also.
rice.
Some people call it palm oil rice.
Oh, okay.
Some call it local rice.
Local rice.
Right.
Some people call it native rice.
Native rice, yes.
So, but everything all joint.
I call it cultural rice.
Cultural rice. Wow. Ethnic rice.
Or traditional rice.
Right now, we know that it's gonna taste special. We want you to have a taste and tell us what.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sure it's going to be good with all the little bits inside.
There's obstacles.
Is that what it's called?
All right.
Oh, I can already taste it.
So what do you think? What do you think?
This is good.
Okay, good.
If you didn't tell me
What?
mixed with palm oil, I wouldn't know.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
This is good. This is good.
All right, she's going in for another one. That's what we want to see.
Confirmation.
When they take the second bite, that's when you know that everything's all right. All right, then.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
so
thanks
much.
to everybody out there for joining us all the way since Monday up until now. And everybody who joined us on the show. Thank you very much, Chef. You look fantastic.